We continue to be in a challenging market environment. Let's look at the Nasdaq today, for example. This is kind of price action that would require you to almost pick tops and bottoms. With all these bounces and turning points, we had the overnight session dip and bounce, and then it dipped, and then CPI, core CPI was the big number the market was waiting on. Boom, it rallied. It was less inflation than expected. Pulled back, rallied again. I thought we were off for a rally on the day, and the market rolled over, took out the lows, all the way to the lows, and then it rallied back. I thought it would take out these highs and rally, but it didn't, and it rolled over again, tied those lows, bounced pretty high, took out those lows, bounced. The amount that it's taking out the lows, it's bouncing higher than the amount it's taking out the lows. Went down, rallied again, so you get all these legs. Really, if you count the overnight session, you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 legs in the Nasdaq, significant legs of price movement. So that makes it very challenging to trade it. And so a lot of chop still. It's hard to quantify and define some of these choppiness. It's not just defined by the VIX. The number of reversals in a day can be challenging. Here's the day session, only the .D. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 moves during the day. The market internals were negative all day. The market was watching Apple. Apple was down, I think, 1.5% on the day. I thought the Nasdaq would be down 200 or 300, but it's only down 31 points, 0.21%. So it's propped up again. All this liquidity in the market just props the market up, and it's hard to really get any natural ebbs and flows when you have this price distortion, true market price discovery. So that's what makes it difficult. Let's go over the trades on the day. The highlight was soybeans. By the way, we were down today in the 200K portfolio, about looking at $5,800 down on the day in the 200K portfolio. So we're sitting at worst case losses, and the current portfolio we're trading are 10 consecutive losing days in a row that we transitioned to when it was on 7 losing days in a row. So challenging to trade this, going through this drawdown. It's very, very challenging on a psychological level, and sometimes you have to back off if the risk is too high. Right around, it's approaching a 20% drawdown. So the 50K portfolio was down about 350, so not as bad. And we had the Cobra 3 trade and the gap continuation trade, and so almost had a winning day in the 50K portfolio, but did not. And then the 200K portfolio continues to be a struggle, and the gold market just is the thing that's really hurting us the most. And I'm going to show you that here next after we look at the highlight on the day, which was soybeans. So we had a nice short trade on soybeans, and plus 575 per contract on that trade. Let's look at euro currency, down on the day, minus 75, and copper was down, got that stop loss minus 425 on the day. Silver, no trades. Gold, this was the most frustrating trade of the day, really, to me. This and the Nasdaq breakout, because we continue to see these trades in this market, the metals markets, where it's hitting your stops and bouncing. It didn't do that here. It sliced through. Psychologically, I'd rather see being stopped out and then it continue, but to see it hit your stop and then bounce really high, it challenges my psychology. Did that on both versions of Asia Gold, hit the stop loss and bounce. And then we got in on Cobra Gold, and Cobra Gold did kind of the same thing. The market bounced here with the inflation numbers. We got out, looked like a good entry, started to move higher. The profit target for this one was up here, right at this level. Hit our stop, but only traded one tick lower than our stop, and then it rallied. So gold was really frustrating today to see those trades after Asia Gold 4 was reversed on its short stop yesterday. Went short, stopped out, reversed. So that's very a lot of those trades. RBOB, no trades. Natural gas, no trades. It continues to move higher. Crude oil, we had a gap fill in reverse, plus 95, small trade. SR counter trend 3B, minus 60 on the day, still holding that position in this market. And then we'll go over the S&P. So let's go over the S&P. Cobra 3, one of the highlights of the day, profit target version plus 575, non-profit target version plus 450. Adaptive moving average minus 425. Night trader stopped out. Asia 4 long stopped out minus 1025, minus 1525. Tick count trend minus 425. 60-minute breakout minus 1525. Tick pulse couldn't get any follow through. We get short. The market should, in my opinion, break down and eventually have a breakdown at the end of the day, kind of like we did on Friday. This shouldn't be a rare. This afternoon sell-off is extremely rare now, but it used to be part of the normal cycle of the market, and now we're just getting these curl back ups with all the liquidity in the market. So down minus 375 on the day on Tick Pulse. And so those are the ES trades. We had the optional, one of the highlights was the 60-minute breakout short only, holding that position overnight. You see nice short there, short trade there, came close to hitting the profit target about 4 points away. Market curled back up as we were talking about just now. And so let's go with ES2. Night trader VSD minus 1525, tick fader minus 625, VSD long only minus 8750, and NQ Cobra 3. It's frustrating to see. Waiting for the Cobra 3 trade. We haven't had a lot of Cobra 3 trades. The setups just haven't been there. And one of our favorite strategies was on its way to. It was propped up at yesterday's lows. Was on its way to break down and potentially give us a good trade into the close, and the market reversed on us. And so plus 25 on the trade. Gap continuation 2020 minus 325. These were the two strategies in the 50K portfolio. Stock index swing minus 1025, tick pulse V12 minus 625 on the NQ. And the NQ breakout B continues to be a challenging strategy as well. It did get the initial pop. The A version and the B version did well in the initial pop on the inflation report. Got back in, stopped out. Market like it was going to reverse again. Got back in, rolled over, stopped out at that low, bounced. Then the market rolled over again, minus 1375. This one was plus 1475. PR breakout minus 725 on the day. Just hard to short the lows. The market bounces higher than the amount that it makes a new low by. VSD long only minus 125. VSD long short NQ minus plus 595. So did a good job. See the short trade here. The short trade was right, but look at how wild this market is around this short trade. It just refuses to go down. It throws a tantrum when the market goes down. Plus 575 on Viper 2008. So Viper did good on that trade. EVP1 caught a trade until the end of the day. Plus 525 on that trade. Cobra 3 big stop loss plus 525. And gap continuation big stop loss minus 725. So those are the trades on the day. Tough trade once again. We'll be posting the portfolio calculator as soon as I can. Usually not till around 4:30, 5 o'clock Central Standard Time am I able to post that, but I'll have it updated. You can see the latest. Probably make another video on how gold has affected our portfolio. Gold, and then this 60-minute breakout in QB for the 200K. Stopped and these stop losses, and then rebounds on these, and then the Asia Gold 4. As we just talked about, how challenging gold is. Having a tough time making it on the long side. The trend is up, and you see Asia Gold 4. Here's Asia Gold 4 long, and the trend is up, and it's hitting our stop on almost all these trades and bouncing, hitting this stop, and then moving higher. That one sliced through, hitting this stop and bouncing. So challenging market to trade for sure. And so even when we try to short it, it hits our stop and then rolls over, hits our stop, moves higher there and then rolls over, hits our stop, rolls over. So gold is tough. These are counter trend strategies too. So you'd think with this type of market environment that this type of strategy would work well instead of a breakout strategy, but this is fading the initial move to get in. So that's the update on the day and where we are in the portfolios. Look for an extended report later with the portfolio calculator.